What's up everybody, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the all-new 2020 Toyota Sequoia TRD Pro. Huge shout out to Flo Toyota of Statesville. They're providing this vehicle for today's video. Definitely check out the link to their website down in the description below. They have a huge selection of all the brand new Toyotas, but let's get into the all-new TRD Pro. And the model that we're looking at today is finished off in army green and has an MSRP just under $67,000. Underneath the hood, this features a 5.7 liter 8-cylinder engine that cranks out 381 horsepower and 401 pound-feet of torque. The engine is paired to a 6-speed automatic transmission, and this vehicle is equipped with the multi-mode 4-wheel drive system, which features a torsion limited slip center differential with locking feature. The overall curb weight is just under 6,000 pounds, and with a 26.5 gallon fuel tank, you can expect to get 13 miles per gallon in the city and 17 out on the highway. The overall length is 205.1 inches with a wheelbase at 122 inches. The width is 79.9 inches and the height is 77 inches. The suspension for the 2020 TRD Pro Sequoia has been drastically upgraded. This features Fox shocks in all 4 corners. They have piggyback reservoirs. They're 2.5 inches up front with internal bypass. We have 7 compression zones up front with 2 rebound zones. The rears are 2 inches with 18 millimeters of rebound travel. And they have a great look with the TRD logo, Fox logos as well, and then you get red TRD coil springs up front. And given the upgraded suspension, this has 10 inches of overall ground clearance. We get a 27-degree approach angle and a 21-degree departure angle. The Sequoia also features 18-inch BBS forged aluminum TRD Pro wheels finished off in a satin black with the red TRD in the center. And the wheels are wrapped in a Michelin all-terrain tire measuring 275/65/18. And then finishing it all up, the max towing capacity is 7,100 pounds. So now as we talk about the exterior styling with this TRD Pro Sequoia, first and foremost is the color. This army green is the brand new color for the 2020 TRD Pro lineup. It has a really good look to it, more of a flatter appearance that helps give this truck a menacing look to it. There's a lot of blacked out treatment you'll find throughout the Sequoia. We got the satin black wheels. You'll notice satin black trim up front within the grille. We even do get the Toyota letters all spelled out in the grille, which is very traditional for the TRD Pro lineup. In the lower grille, we have more satin black trim. You'll notice one of the sensors up front for all these safety features, and then looking at the sides of the bumpers, this has aluminum Rigid Industries LED fog lights that give it a great look and also provide great function when driving at night. You'll also notice a parking sensor on the furthest side of the front bumper, and then making our way above that to the LED headlights that have nice daytime running lights to them, and then there's even a blacked out piece in the center grille that kind of combines the grille to the headlight, just giving the Sequoia a really aggressive look. And underneath the front bumper, you're also going to notice a 1/4 inch thick aluminum TRD skid plate. And remember, the Sequoia is the big boy in the lineup, right up with the Land Cruiser. This is one of the bigger SUVs. Has a very aggressive appearance to it, and you can tell there's some size. Definitely has a great look to it with the color and just the overall design of the front end. As we move to the side profile of the Sequoia, it has a very proportional look. I like how you get the TRD Pro emblem on the front doors. The satin black wheels have a really good contrast against this army green coloring. And then we even have the army green on the side mirrors as well as the door handles. We get a custom TRD running board actually in the bottom, finished in a textured black. It's all made out of metal, very durable, has a great look to it. It really matches well for a TRD Pro. And then moving our way to the roof, this has a really nice looking roof rack with cross braces and everything, so it's very functional, finished off in the black just to help tie in the theme. We get a sunroof in the front portion of the roof as well. And then as we move to the rear end of the vehicle, you'll notice a spoiler in the upper liftgate, the traditional power sliding rear window, and then we have blacked out treatment in the rear with the Toyota logo, the Sequoia, the TRD badge. You get 4 more parking sensors in the rear bumper as well as your Class 2 towing hitch, and then all of your connections for different plugs. So now we're going to go ahead, take the key, take a look at the interior, keeping the vehicle locked. This does feature the smart key. All I have to do is go up to the vehicle, grabbing the door handle will automatically unlock it. Along the door panel, we have a nice size armrest over on the left side as well as a large grab handle. We have a little pocket right here to store different items in it. Automatic front windows with all of your window controls, your lock and unlock, and then your grab handle up top. We get the JBL audio system that features 14 speakers all around, and then a ton of cargo space in the lower section of the door. And then taking a look at the interior, we get Sequoia written out on the door sill, as well as Sequoia TRD Pro on these all-weather floor mats. There's some mountain designs and some tire tread designs, just giving it a really rugged appearance. We have the black black leather seating with all red stitching all throughout. Just gives it a very cool look to it. I like how you get it all up the bolsters. Moving our way to the top, we have TRD Pro embroidered into the headrest. These are full power seats. We have your forward back, your recline. This right here extends the leg rest in the front portion of the seat, which is a really great touch. And then we have our lumbar control over on the back side. And then now inside with my foot on the brake, we can go ahead and start it up. On the left side of the steering wheel, we have all the Bluetooth and audio controls. And then over on the right side, this controller right here will actually control the center screen. We can go through many different items as well as your navigation, your music. You can look at your cruise control settings for the radar cruise, tire pressure, warning messages, and then other settings like that. This vehicle features all the safety features like lane departure, forward collision, blind spot, rear cross traffic alert, and many other items like that. Over on the left side of the steering wheel, we have your automatic high beam controller, your power liftgate, and a little bit of storage space. Your mirror controls as well as the interior dome lights and one of the air vents. Moving our way to the top of the dash, finished all off in black, we have another speaker up top. And then taking a look at the 7-inch touchscreen display, we do have physical buttons over on the left and right side, make it a little bit easier going from screen to screen. We can go through all the different settings within the vehicle. We have track, seek, phone, and apps over on the right side. Taking a look at the navigation screen, if we just go into the full view, very easy to use, zooming in and out, super simple. And then as we put the vehicle into reverse, the backup camera will pop up as well. We have guidelines on it as well, which makes it very easy to use. And then moving our way down below that, we have a nice LCD screen with all of your climate controls. We have dual zone climate control, temperatures on the left and the right side, as well as syncing the sides. Below that are your heated seat controls, as well as a rear climate control. And then we have your fan speed on the left side, as well as auto and off. Your 4-wheel drive selection with 4-wheel low, 4-wheel high, and then of course 2-wheel drive. And underneath the engine start-stop button, we have your parking sensors on and off, your traction control, and then pressing this button will open and close the rear glass. We have the locking center differential, the tow haul mode, a little bit of storage down below that as well. And moving our way to the center, we actually have 3 cup holders over on the right side, and then grabbing this left piece right here, this actually comes out. We have more storage down below that. And then grabbing the dual cup holders, you can remove this for even more storage space. The center console lid is really large, which makes it a really good armrest, which is a nice touch. When we open this up, this does feature a lockable safe. You can use a 3-digit pin or the manual key to open and close this and keep it locked for secured items. This is metal, so it is very nice and durable. We have a removable storage bin right here for a little bit of space. We have owner's manuals and other items like that. Closing this up to take a look at the actual glove box. We have 2 different glove boxes. Pressing the button, this opens up to reveal a nice amount of space. And then down below that, we have a traditional glove box with a locking feature. Ton of storage space in there as well. And then one good look at the overall interior. Very nicely laid out. I love the black leather seating with the TRD on them. And as we make our way up top, we have all the controls for the power sunroof, sliding and tilting. Just holding the button down, that'll automatically push it back for the sliding sunroof. And then moving our way to the rear seats, again, the Sequoia is a 3rd row vehicle, so you have a ton of space. With the door open, it opens nearly at a 90-degree angle. Door panel is finished off very similarly, comparing it to the front end. As we make our way inside, we get the same black leather with all the red stitching everywhere. Really nice seating overall. This has armrests that'll go all the way down, and you can lock them into different positions depending on what is comfortable for you. And then going ahead and hopping inside, this definitely has a ton of space in here. Go ahead and close the door. The Sequoia is a large vehicle. This is a great family SUV. We have a grab handle, which makes it a lot easier to get in and out of. A nice storage pockets for anything that you would need. This does recline as well, just pulling the lever. I can recline this actually quite a lot. This is very, very roomy. And then at the front of the seat, there is a bar that you can pull and you can slide the entire seat forward and back. So with it all the way back, I am 5'11". I have the driver's seat set to my height. As you can see, my knees have quite a lot of space. My feet fit nicely underneath the seat. So you can definitely sit in back here on a very, very long journey. Definitely no problems with that. We do have a lot of climate controls as well. All of your zones are right here. Your fan speed, temperature, zone, a 12-volt outlet as well. And then pulling this down, we have 2 cup holders that come out. One of the really cool features with the Sequoia is how the 2nd row moves to get into the 3rd row, as well as just maneuvering it in general. So if we pull this right here, this is your recline. You can easily recline the seat forward and back, and then that'll also allow it to lock in a forward position and slide all the way forward. Easily can get into the 3rd row. And then just as easy, I can climb right out. There are steps to it. So for 5'11", super easy for me to get in and out of. So as I climb on into this, again, there is a ton of space in the back of the Sequoia. It is a super usable vehicle. And then over here, we actually have power controls to fold down the 3rd row. and then reclining the rear seats as well. So if I just hold this in the upward position, it'll actually recline. So for a third row, I actually can recline quite a lot, which is amazing. We have a nice armrest over on the left side, as well as 2 cup holders, storage pockets here as well. And then I can even open up this for more storage space. So you definitely have a lot of space. And then grabbing the front seat, we'll just pull this all the way back. So even with this in the straight up position and me being reclined in the third row, I still have knee room. This is quite impressive for a vehicle like this. And then I can even unrecline a little bit, pull this back up to the upright position, and I am still perfectly comfortable with plenty of leg room. These are captain's chairs, so I can easily climb through the center if I needed to get it out with people still in the seats. And then just to show you in better detail the power features, just holding this button right here in the down position, the whole seat will fold down very easily. There's a matching button over on the left side, and what you just saw, the headrest will come down as well. Now onto the storage area. You can use the button on the interior, the key fob, or on the back to open up the power liftgate. Opens up super easy, and then of course you do have the buttons next to Sequoia to automatically open and close the rear glass. This vehicle has a ton of storage space. As you can see, we have the liftgate button over on the left side, a lot of power controls for this third row seat over on the left side. You get a speaker over on the left. Opening this up right here, we have quite a lot of storage space as well. And then to fold this third row down, I'm just going to go ahead and hold the buttons in the lower position. They will fold down. The headrest will automatically fold down if they are in the up position. And as you can see, we have so much cargo space in here, you can easily fit pretty much anything you could imagine. And then just pressing this button, the automatic tailgate will close. Alright guys, so we are now in the 2020 Toyota Sequoia TRD Pro. Gonna take this out on the road, just get our bearings with it a little bit. First and foremost, I am loving the new colors for the TRD Pro lineup. This army green looks so cool in person, whether it's in the sun or the shade, it just has such a really aggressive look. I like how it has all the blacked out accents to it, the wheels, everything just looks so good. Toyota's doing a great job making these TRDs look really, really cool. So as far as driving this on the road, so it does have an off-road suspension. These Fox shocks are a very serious setup. There's a very high-end suspension system they're using. It has a ton of travel for off-road capabilities, all that sort of fun stuff. So driving it out on the road though, I should notice it be very smooth and soft. An off-road suspension is designed to absorb high-speed bumps out on the trails, articulate a little bit better for off-road circumstances. So far that was just getting up to about 30 miles an hour. We'll just make a U-turn in the parking lot. But overall visibility, we'll go over that, is really nice. The Sequoia is a big vehicle, but you can see out of it very nicely. I like how the windshield is, it's really large, huge side glass, looking in the mirrors, everything is doing a really good job. Looking over my right shoulder, there is a ton of glass back there. So I like how it is really usable to drive around town. You can see what you're doing. And then just as we hit some speed bumps, I can feel the suspension doing a really good job. It doesn't jar you or anything like that. It absorbs them really nicely. And then as we get out on a normal road, getting up to some speed, the V8 gets this vehicle up to speed without any issues. I like how Toyota uses a very healthy engine. So getting up to 50 miles an hour, no big deal. And then as far as just cruising now that we're going a normal speed, steering for high speed is really nice. It's light steering wheel. You don't have to muscle this at all. I like how for a larger SUV like this, you don't want it to be a hard vehicle to drive. And even just hitting a little bit of bumps as we go up and down some contours. Yeah, the steering is extremely lightweight, which I like. And turning radius, oh my goodness. That is better than tiny cars. That is insane turning radius, wow. I feel like when you normally think that's as far as you can turn the wheel, there's another rotation. So Toyota did a good job making this a maneuverable vehicle. It's a large vehicle, as we all know. The Sequoia is one of the big ones. And yet, parking lot speed, tight turns like that, and then just steering it. I'm liking the steering a lot. That is probably my favorite thing so far. As far as wind noise and road noise goes, we're going 45 miles an hour. It is comfortable and quiet. This is somewhat of a luxury vehicle as well. In this price range, you should be getting a very nice to drive vehicle, but I'm finding it's super smooth. These seats are really comfortable as well. We have all sorts of configurations. I can really get it into the exact position. I like how I can adjust the leg rest as well, just making it a little bit more comfortable. But as far as normal driving in the Sequoia in general, this is a roomy vehicle. There is so much space, all this cargo space, a lot of technology, and it just seems to be a really good vehicle to drive around in. And then as far as using all the technology while in the vehicle, I noticed it's pretty simple to use. I like how Toyota doesn't make things complicated. The way you think it's gonna work is the way it's gonna work. The climate control, the fan speed is right in arm's reach, very easy to go up and down. Temperature for me, the passenger's temperature is actually a little bit farther for me as a driver to reach, but I'm never gonna have to touch that dial, which is kind of nice how they've configured that. Then the mode switch is right in easy reach. So I like how all the controls you're gonna be using on a day-to-day basis are right there. The navigation screen is pretty simple to control. It looks just like all the other Toyotas, just hitting the home button, you know, going down to different screens. Very simple to just take a look at everything and how everything is going to work. Same with the steering wheel controls. The thumbs are in a great spot down here, and then the cruise control. And then looking at the shifter, I like this TRD shift knob. It has a nice feeling to it, very solid. You know, this is a big vehicle, you want things tough feeling. And then if we are going to put it into manual mode, very easy to upshift and downshift. So if you're towing or off-roading, you're going to be using this a lot, just holding that gear. I like how, while this is geared more towards off-road, given the suspension, it's got really good approach and departure angle and pretty good ground clearance as well. Semi-aggressive tires. It's not like this is a hardcore off-road vehicle where you can't be comfortable on the road. It gives it a very soft suspension when you are cruising. It's easier to maneuver. It's not like an intimidating hardcore vehicle that you don't think you can handle. So I like how Toyota did a pretty good job making the first TRD Pro Sequoia, and the overall look to it, the design of it, just the way it drives. I can't imagine taking this on some larger areas. It is a big vehicle, so maneuvering through a tiny car in a tight space, it does have some size to it, but I like how it is maneuverable, which is really nice. But I think that is about going to wrap up driving in the TRD Pro Sequoia. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Once again, huge thank you to Flo Toyota of Statesville. They're providing this TRD Pro for today's video. So definitely check out the link to their website down in the description below. But I'm loving getting to drive this, getting to check out the new vehicle. I love the green. It looks fantastic in person. Hopefully it comes off as cool on camera as it does in person. But anyways, that is it, guys. Give it a huge thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and we'll see you all in the next video.